I know a lot of you have been asking me to rank the fragrance houses from Yom Layl. And I think I finally have enough to do that and to help educate some of you on these high quality Yom Layl fragrances. So I'm going to start with Amouage, a very expensive luxury house, but Yom Layl recreates these DNAs so more people like me can experience that high quality luxury style perfumery. I'm choosing 5 S-tier fragrances, and I'm going to rank them from number 5 to number 1. But this isn't just about which one is number 1 and which one's best. I'm also going to be telling you which one might be the right fragrance for you, what makes each one different, and why ultimately I chose number 1. At number 5, we have Rah'Nama 46, Amouage Guidance 46. At number 4, we have Fas'Laa 53, inspired by Amouage Interlude 53 Man. At number 3, we have Aim 50, inspired by Amouage Purpose 50. At number 2, we have Verdict, inspired by Amouage Decision. And I love this fragrance. And at number 1, we have AKS 45, inspired by Reflection Man 45. Every fragrance here can be the right choice. It just depends on what you want to smell like, the situation, the time of year, the mood you're in. If there's a particular fragrance house you'd like me to review, drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to get that review done. So let's break them down and start with number 5. Starting out at number 5, Rah'Nama 46. Now this is Yom Layl's inspiration of Amouage Guidance 46. And number 5 does not mean that this fragrance is weak. This is actually one of the smoothest fragrances in the top 5. Rosewater and pear give it a smooth, fruity opening. The hazelnut and bitter almond add this creamy, nutty richness. Then the rose and the saffron and the jasmine come through. The dry down gets even smoother with the sandalwood, the vanilla, and warm woods. Altogether, on skin, it comes across smooth, warm, slightly sweet, elegant, and very comforting. It gives you that soft, luxurious presence without feeling loud or aggressive. Performance is strong, and this is completely unisex. I especially like this in the fall and winter, evenings, date nights, or anytime you want something warm and refined. So if you want the smoothest, most sensual fragrance in the top 5, Rah'Nama 46 may actually be the best one for you. My number 5 is Rah'Nama 46. Next up, number 4. Coming in at number 4, Fas'Laa 53. Now this is Yom Layl's inspiration of Amouage Interlude 53 Man. This one is all about power and presence. The oregano, the pimento, and the bergamot give you this bold, spicy opening. Then the incense and the amber and the sweet myrrh and the lavender start building that dark, resinous heart. The dry down gets even deeper with smoke, oud, leather, patchouli, and the sandalwood. And on skin, this comes across dark, smoky, rich, resinous, and very striking. It gives you this powerful, almost mysterious presence that feels bold without trying to be safe. Performance is huge next day, and this is definitely masculine and definitely for fall and winter or cooler evenings or anytime you want something assertive. This is not the safest fragrance in the top 5, but if you want the darkest, smokiest, most powerful option here, Fas'Laa 53 may actually be the right one for you. So my number 4 is Fas'Laa 53, and coming up next is our number 3. Coming in at number 3 is Aim 50. Now this is Yom Layl's inspiration of Amouage Purpose 50. This one feels darker and more serious. The frankincense, the pimento, the pink pepper, and the bergamot give you this spicy, smoky opening. Then the sandalwood, the vetiver, the dry woods, and the rose bring this dry, woody depth. The dry down adds agala wood, suede, vanilla, saffron, and more warm woods. And on skin, this comes across dark, woody, smoky, warm, and very refined. It gives you this serious confidence, presence that feels luxurious without being flashy. The performance on this is huge, and this is completely unisex as well. Best for fall and winter, especially at night, cooler evenings, or anytime you want something deep and sophisticated. Compared to Fas'Laa 53, this is still powerful, but I find it a little easier to wear. So if you want dark woods, incense, spice, and serious performance, AIM 50 might actually be the best one for you. So my number 3 is AIM 50, and next up, number 2. Coming in at number 2 is Verdict, Yom Layl's inspiration of Amouage decision. This one feels powerful, polished, and very expensive. The cardamom, the bergamot, the pink pepper give you this spicy, fresh opening. The frankincense and the sweet myrrh and the juniper brings in the warm resonance depth. The dry down adds vanilla, cedarwood, and patchouli. And on skin, this comes across warm, spicy, slightly sweet with the vanilla, and very refined. It gives you this confidence, this luxury presence that feels powerful without becoming too heavy or too aggressive. Performance is next day strong. It's fantastic. And this is completely unisex. Best for fall and winter, especially evenings and nights, or anytime you want something polished with real presence. Compared to AIM 50, Verdict still gives you that depth and the power, but I find it smoother and a little bit more refined to wear. So if you want something warm, spice, incense, vanilla with woods, and that expensive polished feel, Verdict might actually be the one for you. So my number 2 is Verdict. And coming up next is my number 1. Coming in at number 1 is AKS 45. Yom Layl's inspiration of Amouage Reflection 45 Man. And this one takes my number 1 spot because it gives me the best overall balance and the most versatility right from the opening. It feels clean, aromatic, slightly spicy, and very polished. As it settles, it gives a smoother, creamier, slightly powdery, and even more refined. Then the woods and the warm resins start to come through. Oh, and it gives this rich masculine finish. On my skin, this feels expensive, confident, mature, and completely put together. This is what I call quiet luxury. It gets attention, but it never feels like it's trying too hard. This is for the man who wants to smell successful, confident, polished, and well-dressed, even when he's not wearing a suit. The performance is strong. And this is definitely masculine. And this is where AKS 45 separates itself. I can wear this to the office, to a meeting, dinner, date night, wedding, any special event, or just anywhere I want to make a polished impression. It works during the day and it works during at night. And it gives you this dressed up feel without requiring a dressed up occasion. Some of the others are darker, sweeter, smokier, and more powerful. But AKS gives me that most complete package. Presence without being aggressive, luxury without being flashy, performance without becoming overwhelming, and the versatility without becoming boring. This is why AKS 45 is in my number 1 spot. And if you are the kind of man who wants one fragrance that can take you from the office to dinner to a date night to a special occasion and still makes you feel confident and put together, this is the one that you should choose. My number one spot is AKS 45. And when you visit Yom Layl, let them know the king sent you and follow for more fragrances that get you noticed.